I was driving around last week. It's kind of what I do during the day to like make ends meet. And I parked in front of these houses that have one of these signs that in this house people believe the science is real, women have body autonomy, no person is illegal. You guys have probably seen that sign, right? And literally right across the street was a flag that said, "Let's go Brandon." Right? And I was like inside, I was just like, I felt so like, I don't know, grateful that I don't own a home. You know? So I'm just like imagine the vitriol these two neighbors probably have for one another, you know? And in my head they have so much in common, you know? Like they're both Americans, right? You know? They're both Yinzers. They both got their Amazon package stolen that day by me. They both had pretty good surveillance systems. They're both pressing charges. I'm just very conflict averse, I guess. Like I saw this bumper sticker recently. It said, "If you hit me with my kids in the car, I'll kick your ass till the cops come." That used to say baby on board. Everyone's ready to fight or something, I don't know. Like I did a show in Andover, Ohio. I don't know if we're picking on Ohio so much, but I saw this, I saw this table of three that were talking, right? While the comic was on stage, the host was on stage, and I came up to them very politely. I'm like, "Hey guys, would you guys mind just keeping it down?" Like this is all I said. This guy looks at me and he's like, "Who the fuck are you?" I'm like, "Sir, I'm just a comedian." And he starts getting up. I'm like, "Sir, there's no reason for you to stand. You actually, to be honest, I don't get paid enough for this. Fuck this show. See you later, right?" This guy gets in my face, I swear to God, and he goes, "Don't you ever come up to my table like that again." And you know when you're about to fight somebody, you're supposed to anticipate what they're going to do next? I was anticipating way too much. Like, I was anticipating the picture I wanted for my GoFundMe. And then the host goes, "And your next comedian, Ronnie Fleming." "Excuse me, sir, I tried to get around him. I just went right up his legs. That's how big he was." And in one stage, this guy stared me down the whole time. He gets up, he walks away, and I felt like I defeated him with my comedy, you know? I get off stage and I'm strutting back to my car, and not because I did well, I was just trying to get my balls dislodged out of my body. And I made a resolution, I'm never gonna be intimidated like that again. And guys, I have never gone back to Andover, Ohio. It's dangerous out there, I guess. Okay, I heard the story about this 3-year-old kid in Montana, okay? He went wandering in the woods, he was missing for 3 days, and they found him, but he was like a little bit different afterwards, you know? Like they showed the side-by-side picture of before and after, and in the after photo, his eyes are bugged out. He's clearly in shock. He looked exactly like Gary Busey. And I think that age restrictions should be enforced on a case-by-case basis. I think that kid should be allowed to buy cigarettes. I think he should get a smoke break during recess, you know? Kids come up to him, "Hey Jimmy, you wanna go play hide and go seek?" "I'll tell you a fucking thing until the hide and go seek, all right?" They showed the Jungle Book, he was like, "It was nothing like that!" My nephew's, he's like 3 years old, and I was visiting him last week, and his little bubble machine was broken, you know, and he needed a new battery, and he needed like a little screwdriver to get the thing open, you know? So I'm trying to get the thing open, I'm like, "I don't have a screwdriver. He overhears me, and he goes out and makes me a little plastic screwdriver. I'm like, "This clearly requires a Phillips head, you fucking idiot." She was shrinking in the pregnancy, wasn't she? That's my sister, okay? Don't laugh at her. Okay, when I was 17, my sister got her tongue pierced, and she wanted to keep it a secret. So she goes, "You think Mom and Dad will know that?" I'm like, "Oh, you're good." I'm not a dad, she's a mom, you know. I don't really know what it takes to be a father, you know. I just think it's like, all I know is that it's really important when you name a kid. Like, I think that it kind of like sets them up for life. It gives them a destiny. Like, I think there's two kinds of Jeffs in this world. There are people that spell their name Geoff, and there are people I trust. I remember the kid named Guy Butts Jr. I saw him at school, like, "Dude, your dad's an asshole." But he told me that Guy Butts was a family name. Like the first Guy Butts was a French refugee, and he came to America and they changed his name. Like he wasn't Guy Butts when he got here. He was Monsieur Derriere. Someone clapped to me like a wolf. I don't know what that means, but turn me on a little bit. Last thing I'll say, I was at the Monster Truck Show with my father when I was like 3 3 or 4 or 5 or something, whatever. And I remember there was this Dynamite woman. She came out, she was like in a bikini, and she exploded, but she was fine, I don't really know, it was 3 or 4 or 5, And I remember like before she went into this little barrel, my dad turns to me and he goes, "She's pretty hot, right?" And looking back, I realized what he was trying to say, but at the time it just sort of sounded like he was trying to get me to like co-sign an affair. So I was like, "Yeah, I guess. You know who's really hot? Mom."